What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So the Fashion Week event is starting in Pokemon Go. Let's go through all the event details and some tips and tricks for the event. Timestamps below as always, let's hop right into it. So the Fashion Week event is going to be September 21st, 10 a.m. local time to September 28th, 8 p.m. local time. So wherever you live, that's going to be the time of the event. Furfrou will be making its debut in Pokemon Go, in which you can actually form change Furfrou into 9 different Furfrou forms, depending on where you are. It's going to cost 10,000 stars and 25 candies to form change Furfrou. Globally, you can form change its natural form into the Matron form and the Dandy form. If you're in America, you can form change it into the Debutante form. If you're in Europe, Middle East, or Africa, you can get the Diamond form. If you're in Asia Pacific, you can get the Star form. If you're in France, you can get the La Reine form. If you are in Japan, you get the Kabuki form. And if you are in Egypt, you can get the Pharaoh form. And the Heart Trim form is not available yet. It might come at a later date. Again, it costs 10,000 stars and 25 candies. And you actually can form change back, I believe. So even if you do form change it into one of the Furfrous, you can go and reverse it if you want to end up changing form at a later date. Also, we're gonna have costume Pokemon, some of them making their debut, some of them have already been in Pokemon Go. Let's go through them right now. We have a Butterfree with a little bow, we have a Sneasel with some glasses and a hat, a Smoochum with a bow, Curlio with a top hat, Shinx with a top hat, Krogan with a backwards cap, and Blitzel with a little like tuxedo kind of thing. And all of these Pokemon can be shiny. I'll talk about how you can encounter these costume Pokemon in a bit, but they can all be shiny encounters. So as far as wild spawns go, we have Butterfree, Curlia, Skitty, Glameow, Krogunk, Blitzel, Gothita, Frillish, and Furfrou in the original natural form, which will be spawning globally in the wild. The whole top row here can be shiny, so if you are looking for those costume shiny Pokemon, in 7-kilometer eggs, we have a Alolan Meowth, Galarian Meowth, Smoochum, and Shinx, and all of those can be shiny from the 7-kilometer eggs. 1-star raids, we're gonna have Sneasel, Shinx, and probably a couple more Pokemon, which I will link below once we find out. 3 stars, we'll have Butterfree and Curlia, again, in their costumes. 5 stars, of course, we'll have Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit, and the Mega Raids are still Mega Houndoom. Also, Shiny Blitzel will be making its Pokemon Go debut during the event, so you can get that Shiny Blitzel with a costume during the event. As far as evolving these costume Pokemon, I do not believe you're able to evolve any of these costume Pokemon, not even the Blitzel, so you actually cannot get Shiny Zebstrika yet. I will put in the pin comments below if this does change, but for now, all these costume Pokemon cannot evolve. You can only get them in the form they're actually caught in, which is why I don't really like costume Pokemon. Unless you're a collector, there's no point of getting them since you can't evolve them. We're also gonna have a special Fashion Week avatar items in the shop, which you can check out some leaks of those on screen right now, as well as certain avatar items in the shop will have a bargain, a sale. So if you're trying to, you're looking for that specific hat, it might have a sale during this week in the item shop if you're trying to get some new items for your avatar. And then also there's gonna be fashionable trainers with fashionable Pokemon appearing at Pokestops throughout the event. So pretty much on screen right here, it's pretty much like a Team Rocket encounter. You're gonna see these trainers who have these cool outfits on, and you can battle them and go ahead and defeat them during this event. Right on screen are the teams for each of these trainers. So we have the Eccentric Challenger has this team, Quirky has this team, Cool Challenger has this team, Sassy has this, and Slick has this team. So those are the Pokemon you're gonna have to defeat. And I believe if you do defeat these challengers at Pokestops, they will disappear from the Pokestops, and I believe you do get a Furfrou encounter. I will update if you get any other rewards, like maybe Pokeballs for defeating these, but so far I do believe the only thing you get from defeating these trainers is a Furfrou encounter. So if you are trying to grind some Furfrous, you can get that, but again, check the pin comments because I'm not 100% sure on this information. We're also gonna have some special research during the event. So first of all, field research during the event is make 3 curveball throws in a row for a Blitzel encounter, make 3 nice throws in a row for a Furfrou encounter, and take a snapshot of a Butterfree, Shinx, or Blitzel in the wild for a Sneasel encounter. And all those encounters do have costumes if they have costumes. So if you're trying to shiny hunt that new shiny Blitzel, make 3 curveball throws in a row is a pretty easy task for that one, as well as the Sneasel encounter, pretty easy task to do to get that encounter. There's also gonna be exclusive timed research during the event, which you can check out all the tasks on screen now. They're generally pretty easy tasks. You should have no problem taking any of these down, but if you do have any issues with any of them, comment below. Maybe someone can help you out. Also, the next page of the Misunderstood Mischief will be unlocked for the special research. Page 6 will auto-complete and you'll be able to claim the reward. And then we will get page 7, which will be take a snapshot of your buddy for a Furfrou encounter, catch a Furfrou for an elite fast TM, earn a heart with your buddy for an elite charge TM, and a Minchino, a Unova Stone, and 15 Furfrou candies. And then the next page, of course, will be locked and we'll have to wait for another event to complete that. But you can do the next page of the Misunderstood Mischief if you've been waiting to do that. Finally, everyone's gonna get access to the Meoletta special research during this event. Now, if you did buy a GoFest 2021 ticket and already got the Meoletta research during GoFest and you already caught your Meoletta, this research that you get during the event, you will not actually be getting another Meoletta, you'll be getting Meoletta candy instead. So if you haven't caught a Meoletta yet and you didn't buy the research, then you do get the chance to get Meoletta during this event, and this research does not expire, by the way, so you can complete it whenever you want. But if you did buy the ticket, you're only gonna be getting candy, so that's just something to note. But I believe it's gonna be pretty similar to the research research I have on screen right here. With all that said, that's pretty much all the event details for you guys. Let's get into the event tips, starting with what are the best wild spawns spawning during the wild to catch. First of all, Butterfree and Curlia are both a tier 3 evolution Pokemon for Butterfree and a tier 2 evolution Pokemon for Curlia. If you don't know, these Pokemon actually get you bonus Stardust when you catch them. Catching a tier 2 Pokemon will get you 300 Stardust, and catching a tier 3 Pokemon will get you 500 Stardust. So every Butterfree you catch, you'll get 500 Stardust. Every Curlia you catch, you'll get 300 Stardust. So if you are trying to grind Stardust, those are 2 Pokemon you can catch. The only other relevant Pokemon I would say would be Frillish evolving into Jellicent. Jellicent is good in the Great League and the Ultra League, but in the Ultra League, you need XL candy. So it can be worth catch a bunch of Frillishes if you see some during this event to grind out. I just want to add on that Gardevoir and Gallade both do have mega potentials in the future, and some of them are relevant right now in certain leagues. So it can be worth it to catch some Curlia in case you do need some candy or XL candy. The candy does transfer over even if they are costumed. Same goes with Krogunk. Toxicroak is good in the Great and the Ultra League. So if you need more candies for that Pokemon, you can catch it. And also, I'm going to talk about the raids in a bit, but Sneasel into Weavile. Weavile's a good ice and dark type raid attacker. So in the raids, if you do need more candy for any of these Pokemon spawning in the wild, no matter if you catch the costume version of Pokemon, you will get candy. Other than that though, pretty much all these Pokemon are costume Pokemon, but that's pretty much all the relevant spawns. We do have Furfrou spawning in the wild during this event. This is going to be the first time it's spawning. So let's take a look at if this Pokemon is actually going to be any good and worth catching in Pokemon Go. Is it relevant in raids or PvP? Check it out. Furfrou is a normal type Pokemon, base stamina of 181, attack of 164, and defense of 167. For fast moves, it can learn Takedown, Bite, and Sucker Punch, and for charge moves, it can learn Surf, Dark Pulse, and Grass Knot. Now, as far as raids go, Furfrou won't be good. Normal is a useless type for raids as it can't do super effective damage, but how about for PvP? Again, Furfrou won't be good. It's held back by its fast move as it doesn't have any good fast moves. Ranked 393 in the Great League and 374 in the Ultra League, Furfrou has 0 play anyway. In the end, Furfrou is just a cosmetic Pokemon in which you can collect all its forms if you want to. So yeah, pretty much short answer, Furfrou not good at all. No reason to really catch it unless you are trying to grind out all those different Furfrou forms and collect all the different, you know, coats of Furfrou. You can do that. Let's scroll down here to the best eggs to hatch, and are these eggs even worth hatching during the event? So we have Alolan Meowth, Glaring Meowth, Smoochum, and Shinx going from the eggs. So it's a pretty small egg pool unless there's more Pokemon than that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll add in the pinned comments if there is. Honestly, as far as relevance goes, the only one here is going to be Glaring Meowth evolving into Berserker. Berserker, decent Pokemon for the Great and the Ultra League. You can use that one, but honestly, I don't think these 7-kilometer eggs are worth it at all. Generally, eggs are not a worth it thing to hatch in Pokemon Go, so I would avoid the eggs if I were you. As far as raids go relevance, again, Sneasel and Shinx are in the 1-star raids. You can grind it for that shiny, but again, you can't evolve these Pokemon. So unless you're a costume collector, no point in doing the 1-stars, no point in doing the 3-stars. The 5-stars, if you don't have Uxie, Azelf, and Mesper in your Pokedex yet, then you can go ahead and do them. You're gonna have to get remote raid invites depending on what region you are. I'll put on a map of where each of the raids are. And then Mega Houndoom is in raids as well, which you can raid for it if you'd like to get some Mega Energy for Mega Houndoom. But again, if you've already Mega Evolved a Mega Houndoom, it's always better to just walk a Houndour or a Houndoom for Mega Energy. Way better and more efficient instead of using a raid pass on that Mega. So yeah, honestly, that's really the event. Before we end it, Pokemon Go did announce a photo AR competition on Twitter. Let's check it out right now in case you do want to participate in this competition. So I'm going to leave link to this tweet, but pretty much says starting September 21st, 10 a.m. PDT to September 28th, 8 p.m. PDT, trainers who post their AR photos of a costume Pokemon with the hashtags Pokemon Go Fashion Week and hashtag Go Snapshot on Instagram or Twitter will be entered into Fashion Week's sweepstakes. We'll randomly select 100 winners. Each winner will receive a code of a prize pack containing the following: Hoopa Bangles, which I believe are probably a costume or like a avatar item, 3 premium raid passes, 3 incubators, and 30 ultra balls. Winners can redeem their code in the Niantic offer redemption page. It says no purchase necessary, but you must be 18 or older to enter. And I'm going to leave the link below to this, but it pretty much gives you information on promote. So pretty much all you have to do is take a snapshot of your Pokemon. It doesn't even have to be really cool, but it says AR photo of a costume Pokemon. So it has to be one of the costume Pokemon you catch that week or any costume Pokemon, and just use those hashtags, post it, and you have a chance to get these items. So definitely worth it for you guys to enter that in case. I feel like these Hoopa Bangles are going to be super rare. If they're only exclusive to these 100 trainers, getting those Hoopa Bangles could be a pretty rare avatar item and could be a pretty big flex for you because they are so limited. With that being said, guys, that's pretty much all my tips for the event. Honestly, unless you like fashion costume Pokemon, there's really not a huge appeal to play this week. Complete the timed research, maybe catch a couple costume Pokemon, but you can't evolve any of these Pokemon. So in terms of people who want to grind raid attackers, grind PvP mons, no use in really playing this event. I really hope that Niantic in the future can implement a button to to remove costumes. So you can go ahead, grind out those Croagunks to get a nice Toxicroak for the Great League, and then remove the costume so you can evolve it into the Toxicroak. I think that would be a very nice feature, just so that all trainers have access to play these events, because people who don't like costume Pokemon and not like spending money on these Pokemon with costumes, I think it's a complete waste of event. Comment below if I missed any tips for the event, guys. I'd love to know, and you can help out your fellow trainers. And again, feel free to check the pinned comments for any updated info, as you know, this event is technically still rolling out in places in the world, so there could be some new info. But really appreciate y'all watching. We're gonna see you in the next one. Follow for more tips. Peace.